So hello everyone. Now in this video we'll be seeing about the classification of patterns. So in the previous video we saw about what are the things to be considered while selecting a pattern, what are the materials can be used for a pattern, and what are the allowances it can be given while in a pattern. So now here in this video we'll be seeing about the classifications of patterns. Why do we need the classification of pattern? So for all the material we cannot all the component we cannot use the same pattern, or like some patterns to be need to be splitted, some patterns same component to be produced in a large number. So there are different patterns available for different operations. So there are we have to choose the right pattern for the right casting. If so, we can get a better product, or else we will not get a required component. So it starts with a single piece pattern. So single piece pattern means there is no extra pieces, only one piece. For example, a cube, so there will be nothing to split in that. So it is a single piece pattern or a solid pattern. It is the simplest type in without any joints or loose pieces, used for simple shape and large size castings. It can be made easily. So this is about the single piece pattern, and this is a image of a single piece pattern. There is no extra components attached to it. And the next one is split pattern. So the name itself tells it is split, that is it is divided into two halves. Okay, so in such case the cope box, one pattern will be kept in the cope box, the other split will be kept in the DAG box. So we need to place the pattern also accordingly. See in this diagram you can see there is a cope pattern and drag pattern, same component, it is splitted into two, but we need to place accordingly the which one is the cope pattern and which one is the drag pattern. If you are placing it in a ulta manner, the component also will be in a different one. So those things it has to be chosen properly. So this is about the split pattern. Next one is loose piece pattern. So loose piece pattern means the pattern it consists of a main body with a small projection of pieces. So in this diagram you can see two projections are attached, that is marked as A and B. So in order to get some intricate, for some shapes we need such loose pieces, we need some projections wherever the projection is readed. So this type of loose piece pattern can be used. And the next one is about match plate pattern. So this consists of two parts of the pattern mounted on the either side of the metal plate. So a metal plate is placed and the pattern is placed on either side of the metal plate, and it is perfectly aligned. It is used in a molding machine. So both the cope and drag boxes are made in same machine after one of the other. When two boxes are closed, desired mold is obtained. So this is mainly used for not for the manual thing, but for the casting that can be done in a molding machine. And the next one is gated pattern. Gated pattern, this consists of number of patterns attached in a with a runner, in-gate, sprue and risers. A cope and a drag pattern may be used for this purpose. A machine is used for making this molds when we need the same component in more number, when we need a square and when a spherical shape in a more number. So this pattern, this is not a, this is just an example of how a gated pattern will be. Likewise many components, the components or the shapes that needed, it differs for each process. So the size of the casting will be of small. If you need some small components in large numbers, we can use this type of gated patterns. And the next one is sweep pattern. So when we need to produce some hollow things and we need we cannot it is, if it's not comfortable to make a that much big pattern, we can do a part of it, a portion of it, and we can revolve it. So for example a bell shape or a cylindrical shape, this can be used for a small casting or big casting, but to produce some cavity, a better thing, and also it saves the material. Only we are going to do a very small portion and we are going to revolve it, so it saves the material and is also easy to handle and store for making cores. The next one is about skeleton pattern. It consists of number of wooden pieces assembled together to form the desired shape. The assembly resembles a skeleton. The skeleton portion is covered with thin boards. This type of arrangement is used for heavy and big castings, and the numbers required is only few. A material saving for the pattern is achieved and the cost of the pattern is reduced. Used for simple shapes like water pipe bends, frames, skull bodies, and can be cast. So this is the diagram of a skeleton pattern. So this is about the various types of patterns that are used in casting. Thank you.